Hey guys! So today is day number 1 of me building my small art business from scratch. Like totally starting out new. I'm giving this another shot because in the past I've already tried launching prints before, twice already. For lack of a better word, it flopped both times. So the first time I was like 17, 18, I bought 40 of the same print. I was just so optimistic that it was gonna sell. I bought those prints in advance, and yes, as you can tell by the theme of this story, none of them, like I didn't even sell one. So I've still got those 40 prints haunting me in my bedroom right now. And then the second time I did try launching prints this Valentine's Day, and that one actually went a bit better. It was this design here, if you want a reference. I love how this turned out, but it was only my friends and family that bought it, which I do want to say, like, I appreciate so much. But I have plans, of course, to reach out further in the world, just more than my own like little bubble. So that's what this adventure, this giving it a third final chance is all about. And it's not the final chance. Even if this doesn't work, I'm gonna keep on trying. I'm gonna be stubborn. And I'm just so determined to like make this work. I always loved the idea of just having my own shop. And I get to design everything because I've always been so creative, and I've always been in creative roles that are very restricting. That's why I love social media so much, is because it's all up to me. How creative I am, how often I post, what it's about, especially when it's about my art, of course. And being able to share that with other people is obviously always been at the core of these videos. Everything I put out, it's about like that back and forth from you guys and like the conversations we have about the pieces and things that happen in my videos. You know, projects before in the past as well, where I take like your stories and turn them into art. I think the shop is like really building on that. I'm gonna make it happen. Plus, like, I don't have a job now. I quit my 9 to 5 to do this, which is crazy. Like, I always wanted to say that, but like it's real now. So I've got nothing else to do. Not true. That's literally not true. But I don't have much more of an excuse because I have all this time freed up, and this kind of like almost needs to work because I put everything on the line for this. So anyway, all that pressure aside, one step at a time. Let's start with video number 1, which is this. Because this has not worked out in the past, my first step is to do planning, research, just so I know what I'm getting myself into this time. Because before I just jumped into it, and I think, and I'm hoping that's why it didn't work out. So first step, I'm gonna head to the library, which is not just any regular library. I think you're really gonna like this one. But I'm gonna head over there, do some research, plan exactly what I want in my shop, not just posting out one print and calling it a day. Because that's probably why it also didn't work, is because it wasn't like a shop drop. It gave people no options. If I have more products, then I have a better chance of kind of appealing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a few prints and maybe like a free downloadable wallpaper type of thing. This video, I just need to like stay focused, not put too much on my plate. So planning and research, making the prints, talking you through the prints, and maybe even getting them test printed if I have enough time, because I've heard that is a whole nother thing. First step, research and planning, which sounds boring, but I'm actually, the autism side is like very excited to just have everything organized and prepared. Okay, I'm here at the library, I'm here at the cathedral, and I love studying there. Like, I was so excited to study there today. I show up, I had no idea. I've probably been to this, thanks, yeah. So, I didn't know it was only open Wednesday to Saturday. So it's a Monday today. I was like, it's Monday, I'm gonna like go to the cathedral, I'm gonna be like super productive, and it's closed. I'm so annoyed because it was going to be perfect, but I have one backup place to go to. It's a cafe which is like really cool as well, and they've got all these like different themed rooms to study in, and they have one that literally looks like an evil lair, so that'll be fun, but I won't be able to talk in there because it's literally like silent. This stuff always happens to me, man. So I'm now in location number 2, which is the backup cafe. Still kind of bummed that we couldn't go to the cathedral, but I'll have to just show you in another video. I must have just been very lucky and only gone on days it was open by accident. But I'm here now, and this is a cafe that I come to a lot with my friends to just hang out because they have like board games and it's very like sociable atmosphere. But there are some rooms that are like for studying, and this is one of them. I'm recording in this one because the one I'm about to go into is like silence. Like you wouldn't dare like talk in it, and when you see it, you'll just understand it. It looks like a secret like study library room. I don't know, it's so cool. First I'm going to try and get the shop side sorted. So how many prints I'm going to do, am I going to do stickers, thank you notes, like everything I need to design up. I want to like know in advance, kind of like a brief, like what am I making here, what am I doing? And I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I think I might do like 3 prints and then a downloadable, like a wallpaper or just a coloring sheet or something like that. And then there's the more like technical side, so packaging, washi tape, something to wrap the prints in to keep them waterproof, envelopes, cardboard back envelopes. Where am I going to get this from? What do I need? How much is it going to cost? I need to factor this into my pricing. Like there's so much to consider. So I'm going to knuckle down and just get it all sorted, get it all done. Because it's a bit intimidating, but that's why I come to places like this, because it forces me to like focus and be creative. So yeah, let's do that. Also, a tip I would give for like this stage of trying to figure everything out, I would definitely pick like 3 people that you look up to or that you want to be like, and just take tips from them as if like having a mentor. And just whenever I'm like stuck and I don't know what to do, just even small things like how my product mock-up should look on the shop, or should I do like worldwide shipping, like just small questions like that. I think it's so easy to search online and get really overwhelmed with all of the information on there, but I like to just look at these like 3 trusted people I have and take inspiration and hints and tips from like what they're doing, and that helps me keep a bit straight as well. Because I think before, when I used to just take advice from everyone and Pinterest and what everyone's saying, I would get very confused about which direction to go in. But if you just have 3 people that like you love and you want to be like, it's easier to kind of find your way. That's what I'm doing today as well. One is actually a girl who does like clay stuff, which is not what I do, but it's still very relevant in the ways of like her social media. I love her YouTube. And Eva Malley, the illustrator, I just love her stuff. She's very like business minded, which I love, because I think it's very intimidating to do the business side when you're creative. You just kind of want to just do the creative, but she kind of convinced me that it was fun, and it is fun. It's just like that first step is really hard. But yeah, have someone to guide you in a kind of indirect way. So after a few hours grinding away in the library, I was able to get everything done. And this is the really cool part of the library, the bit that looks like an evil lair. I love it. Before I headed off home, I went to the art shop just to pick the last thing that I couldn't find online, which was the washi tape. Luckily, these guys had a massive section. I really, really wanted to get these like massive star stickers, but they were too expensive. So I ended up getting the holographic washi tape, which was the last thing on the list. Okay, I'm going to talk to you like you're a small child, because if I stand up, I can't get everything in one shot. Something else I'm actually doing today is celebrating a follower milestone on YouTube. Now, can you guess, without checking, how many followers I'm celebrating? Okay, time's up. If you guessed 100,000, you were wrong. It's 10! Yes, I have 10 followers on YouTube, and that is worth celebrating. I really want to like celebrate all of the zeros, as in like 10, 100, 1,000, blah, blah, blah. You gotta start somewhere. And like 10 followers feels like it's equivalent to a donut, like not a whole cake, just a donut. So that's what I'm gonna make right now. Oh my god, gosh, looks so good. Extra little sprinkles. Oh, that is too cute. It is now time for the drawing segment of this vlog, the main part. So I've got my ramen, I've got my black lychee iced tea with lychee jelly, of course, and I'm ready to draw. So I'm actually gonna recreate how I made these prints, like in a quicker time. Like if I really showed you how I made these prints, it would be very unglamorous 3 a.m. on the sofa for like 10 hours. So first print is called Kiss by a Rose, and this actually started off in my editorial sketchbook because I'm trying to get better at editorial illustration. So that means like getting commissioned by magazines and articles to create illustrations for them. If you want to know more about the article that this was inspired by or see more examples, you can check out my website. But as a standalone print, I think this works really well because it's got that romantic gothic vibes that I really love. And the roses that they're like gripping onto also kind of move around to kind of create handcuffs, which I think is very poetic. This is my favorite print, I won't lie. And now on to design number 2, which is actually one of my favorites as well. This was a previous project I did, which started out when I tried to Google adult autism t-shirts, but all that came up was these really childish, cringy like quote t-shirts that are like, in my opinion, completely unwearable. And I was really frustrated that there was not options for people who wanted something like wearable and artsy and like not so in your face. So I created this design which is like a galaxy cowboy riding on a cow because we're different but we own it, and it says nobody knows me in this town. So originally this was actually made into a t-shirt, but I'm adapting it now to turn it into a print because a lot of you guys asked for that, and you were right. It looks really nice as a little wall piece or a card. And the third one is a bit of a wild card. So I had this idea to kind of combine music and art because they're both so emotive for me. They're both so inspiring. So I picked a lyric from Ariana Grande's new song, The Boy Is Mine. This one is not so emotive, but I mean, it makes a really nice kind of gift or card. So this is kind of a test. Like if this goes really well on my shop, then I would love to make more of a series on combining music and art this way. And maybe using more classic lyrics next time. So that was a very productive day. Last thing for today is the prints. So I was actually able to get the Ariana Grande prints print tested. And this is where I come into hurdle number 1. I'll just show you and then I'll start talking. But this is print number 1. This is the first one I did, and it's just too dark. Like there's bits here that kind of fade, like you can't see where her hat ends and where the background starts. Like if the room was even a little bit dark, it would get lost, and I just cannot accept that. I cannot accept that. So I asked Reddit, which big ups Reddit. I don't know what I'd do without Reddit. Everything in my life, Reddit has the answer. So of course I ran to Reddit for my printing needs, and they were very quick to explain that's just the reality of printing. Like it's gonna look very different on screen versus in print just because of different color profiles. Screens are like backlit with lights, and printers only have so many colors to recreate those digital colors. Every printer is different, every screen is different, so it shows something different. Initially I got really stressed out, but actually it's not too much of a big issue. I just have to go back and forth and just amend the print. So that's what I did with print number 2. This one, the colors turned out a lot better because I changed the color scheme a bit more. But as you can see, it's actually too faded this time. Wasn't happy with it. Like I can't put out something I'm not happy with. So third and final print. That's it there. I love how that turned out. Now that's the most accurate to the design that I intended it to be. It only took some back and forth. I mean, 3 times I had to go to the printer and back home and amend it, and then back to the printer and back home. So at the time it was very stressful, but actually like now I understand, yeah, there's gonna be loads of things that are gonna pop up unexpected. That's definitely enough for day number 1. In the next video, my packaging would have arrived, so I can do some test packaging because I want the packages to look really, really cute. I'm actually gonna make my own stamp as well. Here is this dusty lino cutting box that I have, lino cutting set, where you can basically carve out of rubber your own stamp. So I'm gonna like have my logo or something like that on it. Obviously, like I want to be really ambitious with like how I package my designs and thank you notes and stickers and washi tape and everything that comes with it. But I think I'm going to have to be realistic if I want to scale my business and get like lots of orders in. So that'll be a whole nother video. But yeah, good first day. I feel like the first step is always the hardest. A lot less intimidating now, this whole process. So super excited for day 2. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I need to like figure out an outro that I can be consistent with, but for now, that's what we're gonna get. See ya!